married. I was in a 5-year long-distance relationship with my partner until we could live together, and I wouldn't be married without the internet. I would. It was, FaceTime calls every single day. Even submitting your portfolio into this world is digital, right?
I realized yesterday we were going to the storage program, and Tracy had never seen a slide before.
Are you serious?
And I joked to some of my younger students, I say, back in the day when we had slides, you know what slides are, don't you? And they're like, I don't get much response, and it didn't really occur to me. I was really surprised that Tracy had never seen one, so, I got out our slide projector, we used to have one, and here's a carousel, you just stick the slides into the slots and push the button.
What year? What was that? 2006 era of the cell phone. I've never been without it. That, to me, is really interesting, too. I was born in '88, and I remember not having a cell phone. But I have friends that have kids post-2000, and it's just really interesting how they navigate technology. I know a 3-year-old that can unlock my head. Right? And we cringe up, right? We're like, oh, that's so horrible, but maybe it's not. Maybe we're just training them to be better engineers and better at processing information. I don't think Minecraft is bad. I used to teach Minecraft. I think it's great. You can actually 3D print from it too. So, building skills.
I heard that some kids these days, they get a magazine and then they start swiping
yeah,
it.
Oh, this is whenever I do a formal lecture. And okay, we're going to pantomime. Okay, do you know what pantomime is? It's like acting something out, right? Ring, ring, answer the phone. Yeah. Kids do this. Yeah. They don't do this.
Oh.
Now, if I think of a fill tune that I want to learn, I can go into my archive of recordings, but I can find it much more quickly and easy by Googling it and finding something online or a YouTube video. If there's something lost, it got lost way before this because, this music was community-based, it was an oral tradition. And you learn from musicians in your community. A lot of the old timers who we used to visit and learn from are gone now, so that change has been sort of incremental and gradual over a period of time.
But the internet's opened up a bunch of, I would say, marginalized communities that wouldn't be able to find each other, right? Or even getting this show coming here is through the internet, right? It was through a person that Tracy and I know. It's just it's just really interesting. I don't know how curation would happen prior to the internet. I wouldn't I wouldn't know where to start.
Through email, and I just hit you up, and I'm like, oh, I heard of you from Baltimore.
I guess I could have put a phone call. Yeah. But you probably still done my work before you even called me because you looked on my website, right? Yeah, or Instagram.
So in a way, I'm often thinking about how has technology affected you, but how has technology affected all of you guys? And is there a personal example from your life that you've experienced no technology to technology?
At the beginning of the internet, we kind of have the idea of utopia, everyone has equal access, and everyone don't have identity, no matter your age, your race, all the same. It's kind of cyberspace, but now it's kind of changing.
That's one of my biggest fears is that the internet will slowly turn into a pay-to-play, or you start having to pay premiums in order to access content that is not
I work in the helicopter industry. Designers design it on the computer first and then just send it to the 3D printer, and then you can move on to the next task. So while it's printing, I mean, sometimes it takes several days to print, depends on how big it is. But then you don't have to wait. Before that, you have to have the actual model and then put it on the aircraft. But then now you can see if it works on the computer first, right? When you
Simulation.
right, and then after that, if you're still not sure, print it out and then put it on to see.
In terms of drawing on a computer with a mouse, not so good, right? It's clunky, it's really just riveting. Tablets, though, a little bit better. And now, I'm telling you, with iPad Pro, I know so many older generation artists that are so anti-technology are really into painting on an iPad Pro.
I would find different photographs of the same painting, let's say, and the color would vary so wildly, widely. I would show a range of interpretations of one work, just to let students know that, to remind them that this is not the truth.
If you ask me if I enjoy more like looking at the real Mona Lisa and move art rather than like looking at one on the computers, I don't think it has like that kind of like ceremonial kind of feeling, like ritual feeling to go with so many people like look at the same painting together, because like everyone is on their phone and like they're in their own world and they're not really connected, even they're like in the same space looking at the same thing. So why not just do it at home?
Yeah.
But don't forget, if you look at the Mona Lisa, you're not looking at Mona Lisa, you're looking at a painting of Mona Lisa, right? It's all Magritte. It's all, this is not a pipe, this is a representation of the object. And even the real painting is just a depiction of something that Magritte saw. So in a way, that's a translation as well, and that's not reality.
We met a violin teacher who claims that she can pick the right or the best violin just by looking at 3 pictures, like the front of the violin, that she can tell how big and how good the varnish is on the surface, and then the back, and also the neck of the violin. And then she was pretty confident. And then, you can adjust the color, the tone.
Oh, sure. Very adjustable instruments.
Right. So.
But what you can't see from the pictures are the structural problems within it.
Buying violin based on image is very interesting because like I shop on eBay a lot. I kind of like have to train myself like how to like find the right like seller to buy this stuff. Like first of all, the image quality have to be bad because it's good. Like they're like selling at a large quality or like they're really experienced. Like I have to find like people just taking snapshot of the stuff they're selling. Like so they're like really profiting from it. And then like find like to see if there's something wrong with the product or like if I buy a MIDI controller to see if every key is working and how people like put it like the caption, like how long they be using it and something like that. It's like not really like in a straightforward way, but like you have to like kind of judge it on the level of like your experience.
Amazon started as a bookstore. You guys remember that?
Every now and I see reference to that.
They were books.
Well, yeah.
And now they own Whole Foods.
Yeah, the Washington Post.
You could get one day at Whole Foods. So if you buy a pen on Amazon and you live next to a Whole Foods, you can get that pen in a day because they put it in the locker.
Right.
So there's like a sub factory.
Talking about like this delivery, I think it changed our idea, our understanding about the idea of like business, and also like time. Like maybe before like 10 years ago, we think like two to 3 days shipping is like really fast, but right now it's kind of like slow. I think it's quite interesting, and I think change is good or bad, since we kind of we haven't really seen it